I got a feeling that I'm gonna run the table the rest of the way. Gonna run the table the rest of the way.
All right, welcome into your Week 8 League Pick'ems for our Carrabba's Classic Fantasy Football League. You know me, your host, the legend. Of course, we are joined by Dad Shaw, your commissioner. And we have a special guest this week, and I am absolutely excited about this guest. You know him as Gunther or CD's Nuts, but I'm glad he's here because he prevented Pete and Lisa from being on this episode. Hunter, welcome, or should I say Gunther, welcome to the show. How do you feel?
Thanks for having me. I got a feeling that I'm gonna run the table the rest of the way.
Oh, I like it. Okay, we're definitely going to keep that one. Yeah, and probably the only place we're going to hear it. But anyway, congratulations scoring the top points this week. I know nobody thought you had it in you. We did have you as the matchup of the week between you and Christy. Way to pull it out. And good luck this week, but not the rest of the season. Well, good luck on winning out, like you just stated. So to kick us off, Bradshaw, go ahead and give us our Week 7 recap.
All right. First off, yes, I would like to say congrats, Hunter, the hero we didn't know that we needed, but he's here. All right, top to bottom, let's go. Raising Pete's Kids eked it out again over McCorm Storm. Again, I picked Mike. I wasn't really scared of him. I did on the show say he could have a sneaky good game. Bijan plays, it's probably a different story. But alas, 5-2, cement in second place. I'll take it. Mike 2-5, dropped to 11. The Devil versus Peter. I think we all had this as a lopsided event. It was. I do like Billy starting Deshaun Watson for negative points. That was pretty funny. But yeah, Pete was clicking on all cylinders. Almost here tonight, but Hunter saves us. The aforementioned Hunter McDee's nuts kind of exploded. Like, again, we were cracking so many jokes about 11 versus 12 and what are these teams even playing for? Like, why do they even get out of bed? Like, why do they even bother to take breaths and live their life? And here he is, best scorer in the league. Nothing like a little Jordan Addison Monday night. That was sweet. That was fun to watch.
That was fun to watch.
The actual matchup of the week, JLK versus Lisa. I root against anyone who's in front of me, so it's not a JOK hate. As soon as I pass him, I'll root for him again. But this was tough to root against Justin. Seeing Kansas City just continue to click up the points, and then Justin still made it a game. If McCaffrey's out and Mason's in, McCaffrey didn't quite get enough points to get it done, but it would have been close. But anyway, Lisa climbing up the board in 4th place. Bye week 1 versus bye week 2. I think we got to start respecting Josh a little, yeah?
No.
3-3, piecing it together. Deonta Foreman off the waiver wire dropping 30. That was pretty impressive. Juwanna Man, he had a double-digit fantasy night, I think.
Juwanna Man Jenkins, yeah.
Juwanna Man. And finally, matchup that I can't wait to dive into more. Bill Perryman versus the champ. Billy, a fairly pedestrian day. No one really jumped out at him. I think everyone had, mid double digits. McCaffrey, leading scorer at 22. But the legend, 81.8.
Took a big old dump. Yeah. Thank you, Keontae Ingram and Arizona Cardinals. I hate your coaching staff.
Well, I wouldn't be mad at Arizona. I'd be mad at the guy who keeps picking up Arizona running backs and thinking that
100%.
I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice.
I tell you every week somebody to pick up. And you're like, nah.
No, you don't. You did one week. You did 1 week.
He had 15 more points this week.
And I didn't have him. He was on waivers. Josh dropped him like a
3
moron.
weeks ago, you could have been starting an RB2, legit RB2 this whole time.
I had Kareem Hunt. Dropped him. He didn't matter until 2 weeks ago. Moving on. Is that the end of the recap?
Yeah, 15 points wouldn't help you this week. Congrats to the winners and the sad losers.
That. Very sad.
Get it together. Figure it out.
Yes, and I would also like to add I was not on Monday Night Miracles because I was sad about my team. It's because I was traveling. As you can see, I'm not at home. I am in luxurious, extravagant Columbus, Georgia, doing some work. So having to record from the hotel. But enough of that. What was that?
Both things can be true. You could be traveling and sad about your team.
That is true. But enough of that. Into our league pick'ems. All right, Bradshaw, kick us off with your first matchup.
Boom. Billy Bowl 2023 coming at you. I went back and did a lot of recon on this. Billy's actually leading this matchup over Billy. It's fairly lopsided. Billy's won 60% of the time. Billy hasn't been in the league that long, so it's not as fair to assess. And Billy hasn't been playing like legit fantasy football for the last few years. So, but anyway, running down the list. Quarterbacks, I think Billy's got the nod. Wide receivers, running backs, Billy definitely has it. And defense, Billy. So I'm picking Billy.
Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to add there. I like the less devilish Billy, butthurt Billy. I like all of his matchups better than White Devils. I know Yahoo has it projected 131 to 112. White Devil doesn't have a kicker in yet. I'm sure he will. I don't think it's going to matter. I just like Bill Perryman's matchups on all of his players better than White Devils. I'm taking Bill Perryman.
I'm going to go the other way.
I like
it.
Devil. I'm going to go Devil on this one. I think Prescott is going to have a breakout game, but I think Eckler's going to put up 40 plus.
Whoa.
Playing against that Chicago defense.
Yes.
As long as they don't put in Kelly in the start of the second half, he'll be up there. And he's going to pick a kicker that's probably going to put up like 27 points or something.
Making a lot of bold predictions there. Before everyone was privy to this segment of the show, Hunter did make a bold prediction. What was your prediction that you made about your team?
I'm going to run the table.
Run the table. That was the words. I didn't remember exactly what you said. I knew it was something like that, but now it's being recorded and going to be on the interwebs and all of that. All right, so Hunter's taken the devil himself. On to the next pick'em for this week. Always bridesmaid against always a top, never a bottom. JLK versus the man of Lou. This matchup, Justin is heavily the favorite. And I'm going with Yahoo again on this one. I'll leave Bradshaw to do the breakdown on everything, but just like I said in the last matchup, I like all of the. I just like all of the matchups better than Lumen's. Unfortunately, Justin's gonna overpower his team, I think.
Yeah, no difference of opinion. I think Justin's at full strength or whatever full strength it looks like for him. He was due for a down week, and I think he had it last week. Still had a pretty good week, but yeah, I think his receiving core is intact. I think he's got a stable of running backs, although I do believe Wes said Mostert goes down this week.
This is the week.
If that's true, I like the Kincaid pickup, especially with the other DK in Buffalo, Dawson Knox being on IR. So we'll see what happens on Thursday night. Burrow, San Francisco. I'm still not convinced. You got garbage receivers, so. But again, it's enough to get done. I think Lumen makes it more competitive. It won't be a 22-point blowout, but Justin wins.
I agree. I think Justin's going to take it. I mean, I think Aaron Jones, it's a hamstring, right? I didn't
Yeah.
get him to play.
Mhm.
And yeah, I agree. He just overpowers on every position. Got Justin winning it.
Yep, we are unanimous. All right, Hunter, who you got? What's your matchup?
I think this one is called the Bleeder Bowl, if that's correct.
That will work. For this week, we have changed the matchup of the week to the Battle of the Bleeders. Take it away, Hunter.
That's cool.
Lisa just is going to crush her. I hate to say it. I mean,
Don't hold back.
I mean, it's going to be. I mean, if I could beat her, then I mean, I think she's going to win. I think she'll outscore with just Mahomes, Cup, and Kelsey. I think she'll outscore her entire team.
I love the sizzling hot takes, bro.
Sizzling,
Love
on
it.
fire. My computer's smoking.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of chalk. I think who has it at 73%, and I think Christie's lineup is set. I don't think she's got too many better options on the bench, so it will be what it is. Her only hope is that Kansas City, scores 4 rushing touchdowns in the first half, and Mahomes and Kelsey just go out and enjoy the Rocky Mountains with Taylor Swift. But other than that, yeah, I think it's gonna be a bloodbath. I got Lisa. Bloodbath.
A bloodbath. I like what you did there. So, all of us took Lisa. On to the next. Who you got, Bradshaw?
I will take CD's Nuts versus McCorm Storm. Hunter already told us he's going to win, so I don't even know if I need to do any analysis on this one. He already claimed it, but let's check it down. Lamar Jackson, absolutely on fire last week. If he plays that way, watch out. It wasn't quite enough for Mike to get the W, but Mike won't have a down week out of everyone else like he had last week. So I do like Goff at home. Las Vegas is soft. I don't know he's going to need to put up that many yards, but he's obviously capable. Devontae Adams versus Jordan Addison. Again, tighter than it should be. I'll go Adams on that one. CD versus Thielen. Thielen's crushing it this year.
Yeah, but it's against Houston.
Yeah, I mean, it's at home, so they're in Carolina. I think Bijan will have a bounce back game, but that Tennessee rush defense we know is tough. It will be nice if he can cancel out some Lamar Jackson with some Andrews, but I'm going to go Mike. I think analysis-wise, Hunter's got the better team, but Mike can't keep losing this way. He just can't. So, Mike.
Well, Hunter, we'll save you for last on your own pick. I'm taking Hunter in this one. I agree the Lamar Jackson take, if he does what he does what he did last week, wow, that's going to be something. He looked really good last week. But Jared Goff is at home. I really like what Jordan Addison did. Again, he was very fun to watch. Devontae Adams, still a squeaky wheel. I'm sure he's going to get a lot. I don't need to go one by one, but as I say every week, I don't like Najee Harris. I don't expect a whole lot from him on Mike's team. I like Hunter's running backs better. Mark Andrews, you made fun of me for saying I like Hunter's tight end last week. Still like the tight end that's on his team.
Another way to say that.
So again, it's a very close one, 127 to 125. But I think Mike's bad luck goes for one more week.
I have to agree with Wes on this one. I have to take myself, and y'all all joked about my pick at the draft, but I think Kamara is going to save my season. Them check downs, 10 receptions every single game.
Huge.
That's going to be huge.
I would like to say I did not joke about that Kamara thing. I had a draft 2 days prior, and I took him around 7th, 8th. So I did not joke about it. I wanted Kamara, but hey, what do I know? I scored 81 points. 81 points last week.
What do you know? You took him in the first round 2 years ago. Anyway.
That was my first year back. I didn't even know he had gotten arrested. White Devil was like Kamara in the first. I was like, yeah, what's wrong with that? I had no idea. Thanks to you, Bradshaw, I had 2 days to prepare. Appreciate it.
No,
You
you
sound
say
like
that.
you sound like Justin with the excuses.
Don't you ever cuss me like that. This is gonna be your first and last time. I can't boot you out of here. All right, on to the next one.
Never
Unless you have
do.
something else to add. Fade out into the black. All right, matchup number 5, bye week, and old Pete Puff. All right, so in this matchup, Jalen Hurts, Puka Nacua, Tyreek Hill. There is a question mark there. He did hurt his hip. He didn't practice today, but that's probably just a precautionary thing. I'm sure he'll play by Sunday. Madison's doo-doo. Joe Mixon, he gets a lot. Goddard, he was terrible in the beginning of the year, getting more. Jacoby Myers, it's pretty good team there, Peter, as much as I hate to say it. Again, another lopsided one by Yahoo, 127 versus 106. Josh is, swinging for the fences. Picked up Taysom Hill, not a bad pickup. He's doing everything. New Orleans offense does not look very good outside of Kamara. But Taysom Hill, he's got a bag of tricks. I don't think he's got enough tricks to pull it out. So, again, it makes me sick to my stomach. I have to take old Peter.
Yeah, again, another chalk pick. Just can't find a way to make it happen any other way. Maybe we'll get a miracle, but I doubt it. Funny thing though about that Tyreek Hill, did you hear Tua's comments?
No.
Yeah, he was talking about him like he died, right? He's like, yeah, we really miss Tyreek today, and it's going to be tough to play without him. And everybody's like, what do you mean? And so they're like, he just missed practice, right? Right? So I don't know. There is a questionable tag there, and just the way he talked about it made it seem like it was a big deal. So you might want to hold on to Waddle for at least one more week.
Yeah, for one more week.
Yeah, I agree also. Even though I think Tyreek, even if he plays, Belichick's good at always taking away their best player. But, I mean, besides Josh Allen, Josh's team is just horrible. I mean,
not pulling any punches. I like it. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I mean, Deontay Foreman, he ain't going to do that again.
No.
No,
Rashawn back, baby.
That's right. Yeah, I got your mama in that one.
Nice.
Yo, mama.
Your mama.
All right, so with West against Dad Shaw, it's close. I'm gonna have to go. Gonna have to go with Wes on this one.
Oh!
I mean, Herbert and Allen against Chicago. That's. I mean, they might put up 80 by themselves. And
nice.
Tua's got a bad matchup against New England. And yeah, you're falling on a week where you have a lot of bad matchups going into this one. And he's got a lot of good matchups. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Wes on this one.
You hear that, Wes? It's just luck. It's just luck that you're winning. And ain't because you better at fantasy. It's just
that's correct. Nobody's good at fantasy. It's all luck. I'm just going ahead and throw my pick in there. I'm picking Bradshaw because I'm never picking myself again because every time I do, I lose. Go ahead, Bradshaw. What you got?
Yeah. I feel you. I know that's been our sentiment the last few weeks. I pick against myself at least 3 times where I thought I was going to win just out of that. But I did win those 3 times, so maybe there's something to it.
Yeah.
But no, Connor McDee's nuts. Nailed it. I don't like my quarterback matchup. Quarterbacks get the most points. Herbert and Allen, I think the Chargers got to show out. Not that they got embarrassed against Kansas City, but I mean, they're 2-4 on the season. That team has regressed. I think expectations were high. I think coaches on the hot seat. I think they're going to come out and throw it down. And Chicago's the team to do it, too. My only hope is that it gets out of hand quick. We don't need to go too much further. If I get one of those Eckler 40-point games, that'd be nice.
That'd be great, especially if it was 120 receiving yards and three receiving touchdowns. That'd be awesome. I'll take that.
Yeah, if Allen goes for 6 points, I'll take that too. Now I actually stashed Palmer on my bench for this matchup. So what Mike Williams went out like week 2 or week 3, and I grabbed Palmer, and I'm like, okay, by the time I play Wes, Palmer's going to be the number 1 receiver. Keenan Allen has somehow stayed alive this long. Dude's 49 years old. I don't know how he's still playing, but he's putting up good numbers. But I just can't play Palmer. Got too many good players on my team. Don't know what to do.
What a problem to have.
I did post a poll in the league chat. I wanted to see who would vote against Wes. I noticed I think only 2 people voted so far. 1 person followed the rules, and Lumen just picked the ATN. So I guess that was.
And I didn't talk to him about it, but I think that was an accident. It probably was him just touching his phone screen, and it just selected ETN. So he probably followed the directions. He just didn't do anything.
Fair enough.
Because I think that's what mine did. And I'm like, I'm not voting on this crap. This makes me want to punch you in the face.
Are we allowed to give advice on this?
Yeah, man. There's no collusion.
All right. I mean, I think the only shot that you have is if you put Gibbs in for Barkley because he's playing the Jets.
And then the Jets are actually pretty against the run. But
yeah, that's going to be their total focus.
Typically, Hunter, we give advice to people not on the podcast and not playing each other. But hey, welcome, do your thing.
Yeah, and maybe put Metcalf in there where, that flex spot.
Interesting. Yeah. The day I start taking advice from you is the day that I nuke this league. So,
I mean, I told you I'm running it the rest of the way.
Running it.
If you want to give me advice, go vote in the league chat poll. Otherwise, it doesn't matter what you think.
It doesn't matter. Tell him it doesn't matter.
I mean, the main reason why I wanted to say it is so when it comes to fruition that it would have won the matchup.
Ooh, yeah. Man,
it's on camera.
Wes, I'm sorry.
That sounds like a combination of something JLK and you would say. I just wanted to say it so that everybody knew that I said it.
That's right.
Sounds like you and Justin.
That's just getting.
Except I'm not wearing a gay crown.
Well, you don't have one because you haven't won a championship. But
ooh,
did that came out? I'm sorry, my bad.
It's only year 2, bro. Only year 2.
How many did you have in year 2, Wes?
2.
I'm trying to help Bradshaw out, and he just keeps throwing me under the bus.
He does, dude. That's what he does. I think mine and his, relationship and friendship gets better every week. We're doing this and that and talking all the time about trades and that, and then he just takes a dump on me and puts a poll. Which of my 12 great players should I beat Wesley's face in with? Vote for me, league. I had to call Justin crying because I'm like, hey, I don't know how to take this. I kind of want to punch him in the face. He's like, he's just being Bradshaw. It is what it is.
I thought about letting you pick, but I knew you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't, because I would set up a terrible team and then it would beat me.
I'm gonna have to start getting good at this since I'm gonna be on here every week.